Hello and welcome to episode 14 of our boat restoration series. It's March. We haven't been at the boat very often. It's been a good few months now. We've checked on her a few times, but honestly the winter isn't great for our health conditions, so we kind of stayed in the house and focused on work instead. We've managed to collect a nice little hoard of boat parts that we need to put on Firefly. It's great, I feel like a dragon. But yeah, so that's what's been happening for the past few months. I want to say a really quick thank you to David, who bought us a few more coffees, and I want to say thank you to Eric as well, who sent money via PayPal. He is in the Baltic Sea with his girlfriend in Germany. I want to say a big thank you to both of you, all three of you even. But yes, right. The plan was to get Firefly in the water by April. That's obviously not going to happen now. We wanted to get her in by the beginning of this season so that we'd have actual chance to sail her this year. I genuinely doubt that's going to happen. We're going to still try and aim for it, but we've already kind of cemented in our minds that that's not going to happen. We went to the middle of nowhere to go and pick up some pallets that we are going to use to eventually put inside the boat when we take the engine out, and we're going to put one in the front of the boat underneath her in a minute so that we can take out the anchor chain and have it drying out while we're fixing the anchor locker. We also are aiming to take off the tarpaulin today as well. It's been on through winter, it's served its purpose, it's kind of wrecked now, there's a bunch of holes in it, but that's going to come off today so that we can actually start sealing up the things that we need to seal on deck. If you remember the last video, I think it was, I'll just give a quick refresh because it's been a couple of weeks since then, but we found a couple leaks on deck. The runners on both port and starboard were leaking, and the runner for the sheets as well, just underneath the companionway hatch, was leaking heavily as well. And the gas locker was also leaking, and we reckon that the anchor locker is probably letting water in as well. So we're going to tape up the gas locker and the anchor locker for now, and the hatch as well, just in case. So those are the aims today. It sounds pretty simple. All we need to do is seal things up, get rid of rotten wood, and then put better wood in and then paint her, and then we can start actually furnishing the inside of her, and it'll be great. It sounds simple, but as anybody knows who owns boats, one small job turns into like 3 months. So we're hoping it's going to be as simple as it sounds. We are determined to get it done, and we really want to be sailing her, so let's get on with it. Also, I'm not restricted by the microphone anymore. This is the footage of us getting the pallets from the farm. We wanted 2 for the jobs that we had, but we could only fit a single split one in the car.
You watch the world from the place beneath the willow, the willow. So many years, too many tears on your pillow, on your pillow.
The first job was to take off the tarpaulin. It's been on for several months and survived a few storms, so its purpose has definitely been served. I wasn't too careful with how it was taken off, as it was full of rips and holes anyway, so the goal was to just get it off.
It all seems so heartless. I sail the line. Don't you wait until the morning light, the morning light. Far away until you're out of sight, you're out of sight.
The rim of the front-facing hatch was found to be leaking, so that was taped up. Not the seal that we replaced, but the hatch itself. The gas locker was taped up again for reinforcement, and the anchor locker was also taped up too. All tape will be removed as and when leaks get solved. We just don't want to be chasing our tails while we're trying to fix them. Because of the tarpaulin being on so long, algae had time to grow all over Firefly, so we gave her a bit of a wash, and honestly the before and after is striking. The companionway hatch door hasn't been shutting properly recently, so we used a plane to take it down a little bit, which actually worked quite well considering we needed to put a seal on it anyway. We made a bit of a mess and the cockpit was dirty anyway, so we gave her a bit of a clean before getting on.
Something good to be obtained from breaking loose and leave the things that kept you chained. So when you find the strength to really shed your skin.
The main sheet traveller was one of the things we found to be leaking, so it was taken off. The bolts and nuts weren't sealed properly at all, and there was only a small zigzag of sealant along the traveller itself. We also found old holes underneath that weren't sealed up properly. That was all taped up until we could come back to patch it up properly. Another notable mention is this compass. We found it to be leaking previously, so we taped it up, but after taking it off we found several cracks in the plastic and the compass itself had snapped. So that was taken out and that hole has been taped up temporarily until it can be replaced. Starboard bilge, head, V-berth and engine bay all had water in them. However, the main part of the saloon was bone dry. Pure dust. Anyway, we pumped out the water and swept up all the dust away, which looked incredible afterwards.
All you really need to do is search within. All you really need to do is search within.
Coming back after rain, most of the boat was dry, with the most notable water being in the starboard bilge again. Seeing as most of the things on deck have tape on them to seal up those holes, we think it's still these bolts from the runners, maybe even some stanchions and cleats that haven't been sealed properly. We set out to finally seal up the Traveller. We replaced nuts and bolts and used butyl tape for the first time, which worked nicely and was much tidier.
Just like the winter's snow. Tell me and be honest. Tell me, should I've known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow? I try my best to move on, to let go.
say time is a healer, just you wait and see. The problem is for me, I need an eternity. So tell me and be honest.
Moving on to the V-berth, the walls were scraped and extra wood that was hiding bolts and wires that was also going mouldy was removed. I also attacked everything I could see in there that had mould on it. Old carpet and mouldy wood was ripped out from above the battery, and with the dry hull we decided to sand it down a little bit, which looks so much better.
I try my best to move on, letting go.
This is the back of the engine compartment door / stairs. It's one of the very few pieces of wood in the boat that's still damp and mouldy, so we scraped off the back of it and doused it in vinegar.
Just tell me and be honest. Tell me, did you know that you would be leaving me just like the wind or the snow? Tell me and be honest. Tell me, should have known that you'd be leaving me?
Okay, batteries just died, so I can't film sound anymore. However, I've just found a reason as to why we might be getting water in on the port side. I'll just flip the camera around really quickly. We thought it was the stanchions, but there are two holes right there that are not sealed up. That might be a problem. Thank you for watching. That's the end of this video. I am shattered. The whole of the brain is a bit scattered at the moment, so give me a minute for me to buffer and catch up. All of the camera equipment is still buried deep in the car, and I am too tired to get all that out, so I apologise for the camera quality, phone camera quality even. But there has been a lot achieved in this video, I think. The sheets railing has been put back on and sealed properly, first time using butyl tape, which was exciting actually. It worked so well. We've resealed and sorted out the companionway hatch as well, because that didn't fit properly. It does now, and it's sealed properly at the top as well. We will make covers for the ends eventually, because I reckon those are still an issue, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We've sanded down a lot of the inside of her, which is always nice to see as well. We've started attacking the V-berth. We've found a bunch more places that we need to seal up, and honestly, the more we spend time on Firefly, I feel like the more we're feeling she's doable. Also, here we are trying to find leaks, and sometimes obviously you can't see the wood for the trees on such a massive project. We initially thought that one of the stanchions was leaking on the port side, so we were in our minds going to take it off, reseal it, put it back on, but we found two brand new holes that I could swear weren't there before. But that needs sorting out. We've taken out a large chunk of the old carpet that was in here as well. Taking all that off will help us see what the condition is like for the wood underneath and the fiberglass underneath, because a lot of it is attached to the fiberglass, obviously. I was under here, where my berth was going to be, and a lot of the things under there aren't sealed properly, including the winch and the engine and again, my brain is not letting me catch up properly. Things aren't sealed, things need sealing. That's basically the gist of it. But I think we've made some good progress today. I know that it is a large project. Rebuilding a boat isn't an easy thing, nobody ever said it was. However, we are quite confident that in the condition that she's currently in, we have a pretty solid 5-step plan in order to get her done and seaworthy. So first is obviously holes. They obviously need to be patched up, and holes, I'm also going to include everything that needs resealing properly as well. And then there's obviously mould that needs to go. It needs to just be completely out of the way, including all mouldy wood, and everything needs to just be replaced. Which brings me nicely onto step 3, which is replace all said mouldy wood that we've torn out of the boat, because there's been a lot of it now. And then build it up with framework and everything like that. And then there's paint. We've got all the bilge paint and things that we need anyway, so we just need to get through the first 3 steps to be able to do that. And then 5, just put all of the gear in. And then she should be sailable. That it sounds doable. I'm really tired. Oh, okay. With that, because I really need to have some food. I want to say another quick thank you to Eric and David. And if you like the project and you want to help, there are ways that you can help. We have links down in the description for you to help. That's a lot of the word help in one sentence, I apologise. But there's an Amazon wish list that we use as mainly a checklist for things that we need anyway, that we constantly use and take things off of. But there's the Amazon wish list, there's a buy me a coffee, and there is PayPal as well. So those are there at your disposal, no pressure, but we appreciate any contribution. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you as soon as we can. Bye.